Namaste and welcome to the 7th class where we are touching on 5 of the 8 limbs. So welcome to connecting to those 5 in your practice. And just to kind of reiterate or bring it back into your, so that it's at the top of your mind. The 8 limbs of Ashtanga Yoga comprise of the yamas and the niyamas, which are the social and the personal practices. So those 2 limbs are completely in the practitioner's hands in leading a very holistic, fulfilling life. The asanas, which are the postures, are in our hands. The pranayam, which is breathing, whether it's the exercises or the mindful breath, or being mindful about our breath, completely in our hands. Whenever we close our eyes, we're touching on the 5th limb, which is pratyahara, withdrawing the senses, so that there's an inward focus. And of course, I always say that this is not with a narcissistic bent of mind, but rather a very mindful bent of mind, just being very aware of what's going on the sensory level. And of course, you can take it much deeper. Dharana is the concentration or the focus. And this might be like a single point focus, since it means that we're less distracted on maybe 5 things, and now we're trying to focus on only one thing. Dhyana, of course, is the meditative part of our yoga practice, where we're just using that time to enjoy the stillness, come into a place of stillness by focusing on the breath. Those moments between my words, that silence that you experience in your mind because your mind is waiting to hear what the next word is the closest to that blissful state of meditating. And it's something that we try to recreate and lengthen. And then, of course, the last part is samadhi, which is bliss and enlightenment, where we are no longer ruled by our attachments. And so we're very in touch with the cosmic universe. So just a few of these things to ruminate on. So maybe setting the intention or the sankalpa for your practice around one of these 5 limbs. And once you feel like you've set your intention for today's practice, give the breath a color so that visualizing the flow of the breath during your yoga poses or during the vinyasa makes it easier to synchronize the movement with the breath. And then lastly, before we start, take a moment to notice your state of mind, how your body feels, and your breath. And then when you're ready, we'll start with 5 cat and cows. So just rolling onto all fours, placing your palms flat on the mat. Exhale, rounding your back. Inhale, opening your chest. Visualize the tension from your lower back releasing. And then come to a standing position whenever you are ready. Again, no rush. Once you're standing, take a second to notice your posture, how the weight is distributed at the bottom of your feet. And then take a moment to lift your toes up and then place them back down on the mat. See if you can spread them a little bit. And then when you're ready, inhale, exhale, bring your palms together. Inhale, sweep your arms up to mountain pose. Exhale, fold forward to Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, half forward fold. Exhale to full forward fold. Inhale, take your right leg back to high lunge, left leg back to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to the ground. Inhale, slide into baby cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift into downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Do a little bit of pedaling. Feel that stretch on the hamstrings. And then when you're ready, inhale, bring your right leg forward for warrior 2. Okay, back is straight, chest is open, drishti or your gaze is straight ahead. And then take a nice deep breath in. Really feel the breath. And then exhale to reverse warrior. Hold that just for one breath so that you can enjoy the stretch on the right side of the body. And then on your next exhale, transition to extended triangle, Utthita Trikonasana, resting your right arm on the right thigh, bringing your left parallel to your ear. Taking a nice deep breath in over here. And then inhaling back to warrior 2. Exhale down to high lunge. Inhale right to plank. Exhale knees, chest, chin. Inhale, slide to cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog again. And then inhale left to Virabhadasana warrior 2. Chest open, back straight. Breathe. And then exhale to reverse warrior. Feel that stretch on the left side of the body, only holding for one breath. And then exhale to extended triangle. Perfect. Notice any sensations or stretches along the length of your right arm. And then inhale back to warrior two. Exhale down to high lunge. Inhale left to plank. Exhale knees, chest, chin. Inhale cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. One breath here, and then inhale right leg to lizard. Drop the left knee or keep it up. Put your blocks under your forearms. Okay, feel that stretch on the inner thigh, and then just use that breath to relax the muscles. Closing your eyes, touching into the pratyahara concept. Deepening the breath and lengthening the exhalation whenever you can. And then on your next inhale, straighten your arms, bring the right leg back to plank, readjust your palms, exhale knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale to cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. And then when you're ready, inhale left into lizard. Dropping the right knee, bending the forearms, and then keeping your knee down on the ground or the mat, or keeping it lifted up. And since Uttan Prasthasana is an intense hip opening pose, observe whatever changes happen on the breath front. Does the breath become a ragged breath that doesn't flow, a shallow breath? And then just gently switching gears and deepening the breath as much as comfortably is possible. And then when you're ready, inhale, straighten your arms, bringing the left back into plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to the ground. Inhale, slide into baby cobra. Untuck your toes at the back. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. And then we're going to inhale, three-legged dog. And exhale to Kapotasana, pigeon. Stretch your left leg out behind you. Exhale, walk the head and chest down as much as you comfortably can. And then once you scan your body to make sure that everything is comfortable and steady, which is what asana or asana translates into, and choose what focus point or dharana you'd like to pick, whether it's the breath, the third eye, maybe even the Manipura chakra, which is just a little bit above the belly button, or the Swadhisthana, the sacral region. And then inhale, lift your head and chest up, looking straight ahead. Take a nice deep breath in over here. And then we're going to first bring the palms into prayer position and do a twist towards the right. So a little different. So the elbow is on the thigh or on the outside of the leg, whatever is comfortable in terms of placement. Notice how parts of the body tense up and kind of activate. And then inhaling back to the center. Okay, letting go of your palms, place the right next to your right thigh. Circle your left arm, exhale on your exhale, and then just grab your left leg. Readjust so that you're comfortable in the pigeon. Eyes can gently close once you feel like you've settled into the pose. Then just focusing on an inward point. Watching the breath. And release. So letting go of your left leg. Exhale right to downward facing dog. Inhale right leg one more time just to release a little bit of tension. Rotate your ankle clockwise, counterclockwise. And then slide into plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to the ground. Inhale to cobra. Exhale back to downward facing dog. And then inhaling left into Tripado Adho Mukha Svanasana. Rotate if you want. Exhale, bring your left knee next to your left palm. Then walk your head and chest down into Kapotasana. Once you feel like you've settled into the pose, gently pick your focus point. And if you find that your mind starts wandering, notice where it's wandering off to, and then gently bring your focus back to the breath. When you're ready, inhale, straighten up the arms, lifting your chest. Take a deep breath into your heart center. And then bringing your palms into prayer position, Anjali Mudra. Exhale, turn towards the left. Noticing how your left leg might kind of tighten up. Notice maybe the core activating and tightening up. And of course, observe what happens to the breath. Inhaling back to the center. Exhale, place your palms down, and then on your next breath, circle your right arm, grab a hold of your right leg. Traditionally, you would do this on an exhale, but if you do it on an inhale for today, that's also okay. Then just settling into that intense stretch on the quad, gently close your eyes. Just taking refuge in the breath. Then we're going to release, letting go of your leg. Inhale back to the center. Exhale left to downward facing dog. Inhale left to three-legged dog. And rotate your ankle if you like. And then slide into plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to the ground. Inhale to cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. And then to end our vinyasa, inhale, bring your left forward. Exhale, right forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, half forward fold. Exhale, back to full forward fold. And then inhale, sweep your arms up to mountain, Tadasana, lengthen. Prayer position, Samastiti, palms by your side. So just standing in equal balance just for a breath or two. Noticing the before sun salutation, how we were standing, and now after the sun salutation, how does the body feel? Posture, breath. Then just shake out your body. We're going to do our traditional tree pose, Vrikshasana, balance, keeping it a little simple. Roll your foot flat onto the mat, and then step into your low, medium, or high tree. Okay, prayer position or cactus arms, whatever works best for you. Back is straight, chest is open, shoulders relaxed. And notice your breath. Is it a deep or a shallow breath? Grounding you or not? From tree. Okay, I know I haven't done this before, but give this a shot. See if you can stretch your leg out behind you. I hope I don't kick something. And then either you can stay in the prayer position with your arms, or you can stretch them out sideways. So sideways, good. Sideways is called Vimanasana, the aeroplane pose. So I don't know what aeroplanes these guys were seeing back in like the day. And release. Nice and intense. Okay. That was really intense on the standing leg. Alright, so now you know what's coming. So roll your other foot flat onto the mat. Okay. Space behind me. Okay. Coming into your tree pose. So make sure that the standing leg has a soft knee. And now when you're ready, transition into Vimanasana, the aeroplane. So you can stretch your left leg out behind you first. Stay in prayer position. And then when you feel ready, extend your arms out to the side. Good job. Take a deep breath in over here if you can. And release. Good job. Shake out your legs. That was really intense. Perfect. Okay, and then we're going to do the triangle, Trikonasana. So open your legs wide, 3.5 feet. Point the right toes. Inhale, lift your both your arms up. Exhale, swivel down. Place your right arm in front or the right hand in front of the right leg. Breathing deeply, keeping your knees micro bent. Feel that inner thigh stretch. And release. So inhale back up. Exhale, hands down, switching sides, pointing the left toe. Then inhale up, exhale, swiveling down. And then just trying to bring that awareness into a deepened breath state as much as is possible. Release. Inhaling back up. Perfect. Exhale down. And then I'd like to come down onto all fours. Okay, so we're rolling our fingers flat onto the mat. Knees are slightly apart. And we're going to do that balance thing that we were doing. So we're going to do 2 poses. We're going to do actually 3. So we're going to do inhale, lifting right arm, left leg. That will be the first one. Then the second one will be doing right arm, right leg. So same side. And then the third one will bend the elbow, place it flat on the mat, lift the right leg, and then just grab and do like a variation of the bow, one-legged bow. Perfect. Okay, good. So when you're ready, we'll start with the first one, which is right arm, left leg, stretched out. Toe can be pointed down to the ground. Flexed. Breathe. Change sides. When you're ready, inhale, lift your left arm, right leg. Just observe how that weight distributes across the body. Breath changes. And then exhale back down. Then we're going to do the right arm and the right leg. So, same side. Breathe. Release. So just a 10-second round for these. And then we're going to do left arm, left leg. So inhale, lift both up simultaneously if you can. Toes flexed. Breathe. Exhale down. And now bend the left arm so that the forearm is flat. So you can either keep it at an angle or you can keep it parallel to your mat. See what works for you, and then you're just going to lift your right leg up, circle your right arm, and then just grab the right toes. Lift your leg up. Yeah, perfect. Looks good. And release. Perfect. So that's about 15 seconds, little longer. And then we're going to switch sides. Right forearm comes down either at an angle or parallel to your mat. Bend your left foot. Circle your left arm. Grab a hold of the toes. Breathe. And release. Perfect. So relaxing in child's pose. Knees can be apart or together, arms stretched out in front or behind you. Forehead on the mat. Take a bit of a breather. And also take the time out to think of 3 things that you are grateful for, punctuated with why you're grateful for them. And not because they make me feel good about myself, but maybe a little deeper and more holistic, if possible. When you are done with your 3 gratitude listings, stretch yourself out on your stomach and we'll do the locust shalabhasana. So from shashankasana, transitioning to a back bend, good for your lower back. Arms alongside the body, chin on the mat, legs can be slightly apart, and then when you're ready, take a deep breath and lift up. Chin, chest, arms, and your legs. Eyes can be closed. Dharana, or the focus on your breath, third eye, or your heart center. And then exhale gently back down. Coming up onto all fours, we'll just do 3 cat and cows over here. So just exhale, rounding the back. Inhale, opening the chest. And then from your 3 cat and cows, no rush, just come into a seated position with your legs stretched out, and we'll do the seated forward bend. Perfect. Paschimottanasana. So when you're ready, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, gently fold forward. Try not to round the back. Exhaling from the lowest point of the body that you feel you can really bend in. Fingers touching or hooked into your toes, elbows slightly bent so that the shoulders relax. And then, of course, a quick scan of your body to just notice the legs stretched out, the weight placed on the sit bones. Is it even, right and left, or only on one side? And just following the movement of the breath. Then when you're ready, inhale, releasing from the pose. Lengthen back up. Exhale, place your hands down. We'll do tabletop as the counter pose or Purvottanasana. So bend your knees, feet press into the mat. Lift the hips. Breathe. And then lift your heels and come onto your toes, tiptoes, or the toes and the balls. See how that feels. And exhale, lower your heels, lower your hips. Lovely, perfect. Stretch your legs out. Shake the wrists, rotate them clockwise, counterclockwise, which then brings us to the spinal twist. So left leg over the right knee. Fold your right leg in if you feel like it, or keep it stretched out. Good. And then once you're ready, inhale, lengthen your left. Exhale, circle it and place it behind. And then you can either hold your shin or lengthen and place your elbow on your thigh. As you exhale into your twist, quick scan of the body to make sure that your left hand is only supporting and does not have too much weight on it. Keep the elbow soft, and then make sure that your left side or the left hip is on the mat and not lifting up. Back is comfortably straight, eyes are gently closed. And once you feel like you've settled into the pose, take 2 deep breaths in, really feeling the breath, feeling it within the pose, how it affects the body. And release. So inhale, right arm off your thigh, swivel back to the center, stretch your legs, shake them if you need to, and then fold the left leg under, bring the right leg over the left knee, back is comfortably straight, and then inhale, lengthen your right arm, exhale, circle it behind, okay, and then left can either hold the shin or lengthen and place the elbow on the thigh. Once you feel like you've settled into the pose, quick scan. Right side should be rooted onto the mat. Right hand supporting. Right elbow soft. Eyes gently closed. Notice if your mind's wandered and where it's wandered to, past or the future, or patiently waiting, or just enjoying. And release. So inhale, lift your elbow off your thigh, swiveling back to the center. Once again, stretch your legs, shake them if you need to, and then we'll transition into Baddha Konasana, so bound angle. Placing the soles of your feet, interlace your fingers around the toes. Exhale, lean forward and press down into your calf muscles if you feel like doing that today. Take a moment to count how many seconds your incoming and your outgoing breath are. And then we're going to inhale, release, lift your head and chest back up, stretch your legs out, and then we're going to do Navasana, the boat pose. So bend the feet again. When you're ready, lean slightly back, inhale, lift your feet, stretch your arms so that they are facing your legs, palms facing the legs rather, and then just focus on where you feel that. Is it the sides, the lower back, the core? And try to breathe deeply. Release. Good job. Okay. From here, lie down on your back. We'll do one standalone bridge. Okay, so knees are bent. Inhale, lift your hips, press your feet into the mat. Okay, really feeling that stretch on the lower back, chest, breathing into the heart center. And then slowly exhale, vertebrae by vertebrae back down. Stretch your legs out into Shavasana. Roll your head from side to side if you want to just release any tension from the head and the neck. Making yourself absolutely comfortable, eyes gently closed, repeating in your mind. I relax my toes, my legs, and my hips. My toes, legs, and hips are relaxed. I relax my stomach, my chest, and my shoulders. My stomach, chest, and shoulders are relaxed. I relax my arms, my elbows, and my wrists. My arms, elbows, and wrists are relaxed. I relax my neck, my jaw, and my eyes. My neck, jaw, and eyes are relaxed. I relax my liver, my lungs, and my heart. My liver, lungs, and heart are relaxed. I relax my entire body, breathing, and my thoughts. My body, breathing, and thoughts are relaxed. For the next minute, allow yourself to focus on the rise and fall of your belly. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Inhale deeply. Gently wiggle your fingers and your toes, bringing the energy and the awareness back to your body Interlock your fingers behind your head. Give yourself a lovely stretch. Feel all the tension throughout your body releasing. Roll over to your right. And once you come to a cross-legged seated position, gently rub your palms together, making them nice and warm. Cup them over your eyes. Thank your body. Reaffirm your sankalpa. Namaste.